Now let's move forward and see locations. Okay, so any guesses what is a location? Yes. So location is nothing but, you can say, I might have various branches, I might have various offices, okay? But these offices are specific to a particular subsidiary. Okay, so we took an example of Tata Group, right? So under Tata Group, we have Tata Motors. Okay, Tata Motors might have their branch in or office in Pune. Some might have in Bangalore as well. Some in Delhi. Similarly, if we talk about Tata Tea, it might have their office in Mumbai. They might also have their office in Pune. So we can create various locations in NetSuite. Okay, but the thing here is a location is always specific to a particular subsidiary. Okay, so as we took an example, Tata Motors has its office in or branch in Pune, and Tata Tea also has its own branch or office in Pune. So we'll not be creating only one, you can say, branch as Pune. We'll have to create two, one under Tata Motors and one under Tata Tea. So a location is always restricted to a subsidiary. Location cannot be shared between multiple subsidiaries. Is that fine?
Okay.
But you also have departments and classes. Okay, but the thing here is a department. Example, if I give you a department can be HR, it can be admin, it can be sales, it can be research and development. So Tata Tea can also have its HR department. Tata Motors can also have its own HR department. It's not a physical thing as such. Okay, it's just a department. So I can share, or a particular department can be shared between multiple subsidiaries. Okay, it's not specific that HR department could only be specific to Tata Motors and not to Tata Sons or Tata Tea. So the departments and classes are nothing but, in other words, cost centers. Okay, so departments and classes can have or can be shared between multiple subsidiaries, but location is always specific to a particular subsidiary. And on the location, I can also store my inventory. Inventory is nothing but a stock. If I have a particular branch, if I have a warehouse, so I'll be creating that as a location in NetSuite, and it can store your stock, or it can maintain your inventory or stock at that particular location. So have you got the difference between location and department and class center or classes? Classes is nothing but, you can say, one more segmentation or one more classification. So in case if a particular organization is having multiple classifications for the reporting, apart from locations and department, you can create multiple classification, and classes is one of it. So some of the companies or organization call it cost center, some call it revenue stream. Okay, so so a cost center or class is nothing but another way of reporting or classification. Okay, so in case if there are multiple you can say classifications that a particular organization needs, it can create those. Okay, so class is one more type of classification which can be used. It can be called as cost center, or it can be renamed to a revenue stream as well. Each organization has its own way of reporting or structuring the reports. So in case if they want to, they can use that as well. Okay, so let's talk about locations. Yes, it is. That is known as custom segments.
Okay.
Okay, so apart from classes, in case if a particular company still requires some more classifications, it can be done. So that would be covered. Custom segments would be covered, but that would be covered when I go to the customizations, wherein I'll show you how you can customize forms, fields, and other stuff. Okay.
Okay.
So here you can see that this is the list of locations. Okay. Now in case if I want to edit a particular location, I can just click on edit. In case if I want to create a new one, I can create a new one as well. So I'll just go ahead and try to edit Chicago. So you'll see that most of the fields that are there are similar to subsidiaries with some changes. Okay. Now under location as well, you can have parent-child relationship. Okay. So in case if I want to create this Chicago as a child of a particular location, I can do that as well. Okay. In case if you want to give it a branch ID or know the store manager, there are some custom fields that have been created. In case if you want to, you can give that. The most important thing here would be whether you want to make the inventory available for this particular location, or are you going to maintain inventory at that particular location. Then you can check this checkbox. Okay. Apart from that, you can give it an address. You can give it document numbers. I'll show you when we go to the document number stuff in the coming sessions. So that's it. Apart from that, you don't need to enter anything, and you can just click on save and the location will get created. Now the most important thing here is the subsidiary. So as I mentioned, a location can always have one subsidiary. It cannot be shared between multiple subsidiaries. So this Chicago location is under headquarters subsidiary. Is that fine?
Okay.